Hello, this is Katon from HIRAX here at SWR Festival in Portugal. It's good to be here. Metal forever. There's some kind of crazy problem. The first year our bass player got hurt, so we couldn't do it. Second year there was some scheduling conflicts. We always wanted to come to Portugal because it's really important for us, especially for me since my family came from Portugal to the United States. So it's always been something I've wanted to do. This is the first time. We're honored to be here and thanks for having us. But yeah, there was just so many problems before. I think it's one of those things where finally everything came together and we really are thankful that the management brought us to the festival, so thank you. We 5 years in between the breaks of the albums. The first one before that was called El Rostro de la Muerte. New album's called Immortal Legacy. We just released it with SPV Records in Germany. I'm real proud of it. It's probably our best work in a long, long time. And now we're out touring in support of the album. But it's got a lot of different changes on it. It still maintains our integrity and our roots to thrash metal. But as we've been telling everybody, it's got more weapons on this record than ever before. So I think the fans will love it, but the production's really powerful. So it's like our best sounding record. It sounds really big and epic. So that's, I think, what the fans will hear when they listen to the new album. It's just a really big record. You know, this business is a tough business. You have to be a tough band to survive it. Over the years, there's, ups and downs, but I think that's only made us a stronger band. And that's why now I think after all these years, more people are interested in what HIRAX is doing because we've survived through all this different stuff. But if you look at like a lot of other bands, whether it's Iron Maiden or Testament or any of those bands, they've gone through a lot of changes too, whether it be lineup changes or management or record companies. So it's just one of those things you have to be tough. I feel for us, though, this is probably the best ever because we've just gotten better as a band and we're still producing new albums. And that's the most important thing, is just to keep going, Yeah. It's one of those things. It's like I said, it's just you got to be tough to survive. And over the years, some of the guys, like the original lineup, just couldn't do it. Either they had children and families, got married and bought houses. And for me, the band HIRAX has always been my life. It's my love and my blood, So I just continue to go. But the lineup that I have now with the Harrison brothers and even Mike Vega on drums is very strong. And we're going to be doing a lot of touring through Europe and also back to South America. So, yeah, we're going to be going strong for quite some time. I heard it for years. Like, we were gone for 13 years. And always there'd be some, either kids would come into the store asking me about like HIRAX or when we were going to get back together, or I would get letters. I never stopped getting letters the whole time where kids would say, hey, I want a new HIRAX record. Finally, I just gave into it because I was really happy that people cared so much about the music. And I'm glad I did, because it's just great to tour and see all the fans, you know? No. It's a HIRAX full time, man. Yeah. My grandfather came from Lisbon, and he landed in New York City, and then he had a son, which was my father. And my dad's always talked about Portugal. He's never come back, though. My dad's never been here. So when I was leaving to come on this trip, leave that in. But when I was coming on this trip, my father sat me down and said, you know, you're going to our country. So this is very big for my whole family. Every back in the United States, everybody there is actually going to be watching the show tonight, the live stream. So yeah, this is very big for my family. Portugal's our blood, you know. Yeah, it already is. Even when I first drove into Portugal, I was like just tripping because nobody from my generation has been here. You know, so this is first one to come back to Portugal in a strong way. To all of our fans, especially in Portugal, HIRAX loves you. Thank you for the support, and metal forever. Obrigado.